Well, good evening, all. Like yourselves, I'm probably sitting here reeling at the moment from the news that's seeping out in the mainstream press that our great, strong, and stable Prime Minister has bent over and acceded to the extortionate demands of the European Union to give them 40 to 50 billion euros as a divorce bill. Ridiculous. Absolute madness. Giving away money that could be spent here on our depleted armed forces, on backing up our NHS, our police, who are desperately needed with the increase in violent crime. We've got cuts at home, but she's going to give this money, our money, taxpayers' money, to the unelected bureaucrats in Brussels because they say, give us some money or we won't talk trade. Theresa, I said to you before, you've got a handful of aces and you're folding. You're mad. This is lunacy. They need us more than we need them. We're their biggest market. We don't need to pay anything. They owe us more than we owe them. But you're going to bend over without even turning around and saying, well, what guarantees are we going to get on trade? So you're just handing over our money for the promise of, well, you can come in and have a chat. Well, Theresa, have you ever read Article 50? Because we won't get to go in there and have a chat. Article 50 states we can stand outside and rant, but the remaining 27 member states of the EU, they're the ones who set the deal. And then they come out and they say this is what you're going to get. And then it goes to a vote in the European Parliament. And if one country vetoes it, we don't get it. So you're throwing our money away for nothing. Are you mad? Absolutely mad. Who are these people who are making these decisions? I'm sorry, it's just, this beggars belief. If we have a hard winter, we are going to have so many people needing the NHS that will not be able to cope because it won't have the money. We are going to have OAPs who can't afford to heat their homes because of the cutbacks, but you are going to go and chuck 40 to 50 billion euros of taxpayers' money at an unelected bunch of bureaucrats who are saying you owe us this. These are the people who for 20 years haven't been able to get their accounts signed off properly. Yeah, they've been signed off, but with billions of pounds worth of money marked off as, oh, we don't know where that's gone. And yet you're going to go and chuck more of our money at them. Brilliant. Fantastic idea. Well, I'm sorry, I'm disgusted. And I'm disgusted with our whole political establishment, to be honest. Because Labour are about as much use as a chocolate fireguard on the EU. MacDonald and Corbyn were supposed to have been Eurosceptics down the years. MacDonald actually backed some of the RMT unions' demonstrations about foreign workers coming in and undercutting their members' pay. But funnily enough, he backed that, but he still wants open borders because the guy will do a 180-degree turn for whatever suits him, whatever he thinks is popular at the ballot box and goes down with his electorate. Man of principle, John McDonnell, Jeremy Corbyn, they've never been men of principle. I've said that for years. Now they're proving it. Labour will sell us out to the EU. The Tories are doing, excuse my language, a piss poor job of Brexit. We know where the Lib Dems stand, which is basically one foot in Brussels, but then Clegg and his wife have got pensions that they need paying, and I'm also disgusted with my old party UKIP because when they're most needed, they're descending into infighting and they are an absolute farce. Henry Bolton, get them sorted out. There's an open goal there at the moment for a party that's going to stand up for this country. But while you've got people like Paul Oakton, Steve Crowther and Freddie Thatcher in at the top of the party, and Peter Staveley as well, bless him, you ain't going to get anywhere. I'm sorry. Get your team sorted out, get back there, because there is an open goal there. I'm a Sunderland fan. Some of our forwards could put the ball in the net if they were in politics, and at the moment, you're not. So please, please, get that sorted out, get in there, because this country needs somebody on the political stage at one of the most critical points in our history who is going to stand up for the 17.4 million people who voted Brexit, and actually go out there and bat for our country rather than just bending over for the establishment. There are some fantastic people speaking out against the ridiculous stuff that's going on here at the moment. I'll tell you what, if Gerard Batten was... Actually, I'll tell you the team I'd like in Brussels. It would be to do this negotiation, and it would be a pretty short negotiation, and we'd come out of it very well. That would be Gerard Batten, definitely. He would get in there. Jacob Rees-Mogg. Yeah, I know some people don't like him. They say he's posh, but I've met the guy. I'll tell you what, he treated me a lot better and with a lot more respect than some of these so-called working class Labour MPs. Get them in, getting some independence in. Stephen Wolf. He's got a brain that needs to be used. Get a team together, get him in, get this sorted out. Because at the moment, it's just farcical, and I worry. I mean, that kind of money that we've got to pay out on top of our national debt, how are they going to pay for that? More cuts? We're losing our police station in Uxbridge because of the cuts. Okay, Sadiq Khan says that it's down to the Tory cuts, but we all know that he's whacked 900 people on hate crime, so he's diverting money away. So the Tories are responsible, but then so are Labour. Let's just... Come on, guys. Let's get on top of this. This is our country. We've got a bright future. We've got everything to look forward to. Theresa May, if you haven't got the guts to stand up to the European Union and say no, get out of the way and let somebody get in who will. I was never a big Margaret Thatcher fan, but I'll tell you what, could you have ever seen her caving in like this? She would have been out there. Jean-Claude Juncker would have had a handbag mark in his head, and it would have been, how does it go? No, no, no. So can somebody please get a grip, get this sorted out, just walk away. WTO rules, walk away. There is no justification for this kind of payment at all. So what I say to the political establishment is, Theresa May, man up or get out. Labour, forget it. We all know what you were about. You'd sell this country out for, for a slice of power. The Lib Dems, well, they already have sold the country out, but they haven't done very well out of it. And UKIP, get your act together, because this is serious. Good night.